Hello, YouTube family. Auntie is back. I was a little under the weather yesterday, but I'm back and in rare form, especially with all these stories. It's not cute not knowing, and now you're going to know. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture. Let's get the hug in. Come on. How are you guys doing today? It was funny with the comments, but I told y'all that y'all going to hear so much about Jada Pinkett in this book this week, and more shocking revelations have come out. Jada Pinkett Smith's book, Worthy, comes out next Tuesday. There's an hour-long special that's going to be airing on NBC Friday night. She's going to be all over the Today Show. And it was this morning's interview with Hoda Kotb that she dropped a shocking reveal. Some people may say they're not shocked, but Jada admitted that she and Will have been separated since 2016. Are you surprised? They would only show up at events as a family, but they were separate and they were living separate lives. So why did Will slap Chris Rock? We could be getting to that. Why would he risk everything if y'all were separated? Why? Why risk everything in your career and just everything? You guys are living separate lives. Jada claims in the book that Chris Rock asked her out during the time that people, I guess, thought they were going to divorce. And she said no. Did this set Will Smith off? She's going to be featured on the cover of People magazine. And like I said, featured on NBC Friday night with this special. She says in the book that when Will slapped Chris, she thought it was a skit, maybe something between the two. And then she realized, oh, it's not a skit. So much to unpack here. This book, between the psychedelic drugs, I guess the open cheating, when she was 40, she wanted to commit suicide. Why now? They were arguing about this on The View this morning. Is she doing this to continue just to embarrass Will? She says she's not going to divorce him. Then why stay married? If you two are leading separate lives, how are you going to find happiness? You're obviously living separate lives. Now, one thing that she doesn't discuss, if she had the affair with August Alsina, we didn't find out about it until 2020. But if she had it in 2016, this is around the time that she and Will separated. She doesn't bring this up. But August Alsina had said that Will gave him his blessing because their marriage was heading into a life partnership. Then when everything blew up, Jada used it for her Red Table Talk show, which is now since been canceled. In my humble opinion, and you're going to be like, oh, Patty, you love Will. Y'all from Philly. This is just another way to embarrass him. Why now? Why now? Why the book? She wants to tell her story. I don't want to know, will Will ever say anything, or will he ever speak on it? They've been separated all of these years. You know nobody's going to believe anything they do when they show up at a red carpet or anything. To me, this just blows the lid off this marriage, and why are they staying married? Like I said, a lot to unpack in this book. I guess she wants to be understood. The social media backlash is fierce. A lot of people feel that Jade is just a narcissist. And a lot of people are saying, why now? Anna Navarro, The View, said, is she doing this for money? And people are like, well, she doesn't need it for money. Well, is she just doing it to embarrass the hell out of Will? This is embarrassing. to me, it's just embarrassing. All these times we've watched them on the red carpet and they weren't even together. He risked everything with that slap on Chris Rock. Is Chris Rock going to respond? Is he going to say that he asked her out? This is going to be funny. I want to hear what Chris got to say. I want to hear what Will got to say. And really, at the end of the day, why now? Why now, Jada, for you to release this book? And if the book doesn't do well, how are you going to feel then? Is she jealous of Will? Because I think Will is the more liked of the two. But this here, y'all been separated since 2016. Did Diddy pay someone to kill Tupac? The man who's charged with the murder, Keith D., he says that Diddy gave him $1 million. More people are talking about this than Diddy's new album that just came out. I think it's always going to be this mystery. I think it's always going to be this mystery, but more people are talking about this than Diddy's new album. Had a chance to interview Sherri Shepherd today. I love you, Sherri. She's doing the rounds, talking about season 2 of the talk show. And I told her, I said, I think I love your show so much because I love the joy that you have. We're watching you in your joy. And I'm looking at you smiling, and then I start smiling. I really love her joy, what she does with John Murray. It's a really good show. I wish they changed the time back to 10 a.m. in Philly. But I love her joy, and I love watching her walk in this journey. So, Sherri, it was good talking with you today. Her show was interesting today because she had Joy Behar on, and, they used to work on The View. Well, they started talking about how Barbara Walters had an affair with Richard Pryor. Yes. Apparently, now everybody's dead. Barbara Walters, Richard Pryor, and Paul Mooney, the comedian who walked in on them. During the period of the 70s and the 80s when Richard Pryor was hot, she interviewed him about 4 times because, Richard Pryor went through a lot of stuff. But apparently, Barbara Walters was down with the swirl because she dated a black senator, Edward Brooks, and they said she had a crush on Colin Powell. Interesting indeed, but they were, they were talking about it, going through, different stories, and it was really interesting with Sherri and Joy Behar. Saturday Night Live returns this Saturday. Pete Davidson is the host. Ice Spice, I don't know why I want to call that girl Icebox. Ice Spice is the musical host. With the writer's strike over, Saturday Night Live is back. Hopefully the actor's strike will be over soon because, they're meeting and they're talking. And it's like, can you guys settle this? You can go back to work. Meanwhile, the long feature-length trailer for The Color Purple came out. And like I said, they're saying this is not your mother's Color Purple. First off, it's a musical. I think you're not going to see the brutality that you saw in the other version, which was almost 40 years ago, with Danny Glover. Coleman Domingo is playing the role of Mr. And whereas he's mean, I don't think you're going to see the brutality. Also, Danielle Brooks. We're going to be talking about her. She plays the role made famous by Oprah Winfrey. Child, they had a scene where she kicked in this door. I said, go ahead, Danielle. Fantasia, amazing. And of course, Taraji P. Henson. A whole nother level as Suge. Color Purple movie musical opens in theaters on Christmas Day. If you haven't had a chance to see that trailer, Google it. Go find it on YouTube because it looks amazing. And I cannot wait for this reimagined version of Color Purple. You got Ciara. You got Halle Bailey. Who else did I see? The singer Her, who plays Squeaky. Corey Hawkins. It's an all-star cast. Christmas Day, Color Purple movie musical. As always, leave your comments below. Were you shocked, surprised, disappointed? Are you sitting there saying, because you know y'all love telling me, well, Patty, I ain't buying that book. Auntie, I don't want to buy the book. Oh, okay. I'm going to still tell you what's in the book. Your thoughts. I just think she's further embarrassing Will. I do. I just think it's further like, when is this going to stop? And if the book doesn't do well, what do you get out of it? For real. Subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. And leave your comments. Auntie reads the comments. It's not cute not knowing, and now you know. Thanks for joining me. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.